As we saw the month of November hit a grim COVID-19 milestone, health officials fear another surge this holiday season. President Trump continues his claims of voter fraud as President-elect Joe Biden begins his transition into the White House.
We spoke to the owner of a local glass recycling company, find out how they're impacting the Erie community.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is 1024 Action News at 11.
New at 11, the month of November saw a grim COVID-19 milestone and officials fear another surge of cases. ABC's Zoreen Shaw reports more than 1 million Americans hit the skies as they head home from the Thanksgiving holiday weekend.
4 million cases of coronavirus were diagnosed in the U.S. during the month of November, the most during any single month since the pandemic began. Despite CDC guidelines to avoid travel for the Thanksgiving holiday, it's estimated more than 1 million travelers will pass through the nation's airports Sunday as they head home. Officials fearing that all travel could fuel a rise in cases as we head into Christmas and New Year's.
We may see a surge upon a surge. We don't want to frighten people, but that's just the reality.
Houston doctor Joseph Verone, who says Thanksgiving was his 252nd consecutive day at work.
They come in very, very sick. And when you ask them, how did you get it? Where did you get it? They basically tell you that they didn't follow any of the things that we've been asking them to please follow.
Former Dallas nurse Iris Mehta came out of retirement to teach nursing, but eventually died from the virus.
My kids want their grandmother back. I want my mother back.
Half of the country seeing record high daily numbers of hospitalizations. A new 3-week stay-at-home order begins Monday in Los Angeles. Restaurants limited to takeout and delivery. Further north, Santa Clara County closing hotels to all but essential travelers and banning contact sports.
This pandemic is like a high-speed train, and our projections tell us that we are on target to derail by around the 3rd week of December.
New York City public schools, which closed earlier this month amid a rising positivity rate, will begin reopening December 7th.
We will have testing that is going to go from monthly in every school to weekly in every school. We will have consent forms required for attendance.
With a potential vaccine right around the corner, preparations are already underway for distribution. ABC News has confirmed that United Airlines has begun shipping its first batches of vaccine to, quote, support vaccine distribution on a global scale. And American Airlines says it is conducting trial flights to test vaccine shipment processes. Zoreen Shaw, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Erie County continues to see triple-digit cases of COVID-19. According to the State Department of Health's website, the county has 113 new cases Sunday. The total number of cases since March for Erie County now stands at 5,360. Elsewhere in the region, Crawford County reporting 64 new cases. Their total now 1,871. Warren County reporting 7 new cases. Ashtabula County reporting 42 new cases since Wednesday. Their total stands at over 2,500. Chautauqua County, New York reports 19 new cases. Their total 1,671. Meanwhile, across the Commonwealth, the State Department of Health is reporting 5,529 new cases on Sunday. The total number of cases reported since March now stands at over 357,000. There were no new COVID-19 related deaths to report on Sunday. Jet 24 Action News is your local election headquarters. President-elect Joe Biden's team is moving forward with his transition into the White House. ABC's Rachel Scott reports President Trump continues to push his claims of voter fraud, this time in an interview with Fox News.
President-elect Joe Biden is expected to announce key members of his economic team this week. Sources telling ABC News former Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen is Biden's choice for Secretary of Treasury.
She's brilliant, she's experienced, and she has very broad support. The progressives like her, but so do Wall Street and corporate America, and she has bipartisan support.
If confirmed, she would be the first woman to hold that position and would likely play a key role in coronavirus relief negotiations that have stalled. Congress has failed to reach a deal on the next round of relief, with unemployment benefits, protections on student loans, and moratoriums on evictions all set to expire at the end of the year. The president-elect has already announced some of his nominations for his foreign policy and national security staff.
It's a team that reflects the fact that America is back, ready to lead the world, not retreat from it.
As the Biden team moves forward with the transition, President Trump continues to push his unfounded claims of widespread voter fraud, calling into Fox News for his first interview since losing the election.
This election was rigged. This election was a total fraud.
Since the election, the president and his allies have had at least 30 of their cases thrown out of court for lack of credible evidence. The latest defeat, Pennsylvania Supreme Court justices unanimously dismissing a Republican lawsuit to toss out more than 2 million mail-in ballots. In a concurring statement, Justice David Wetsch writing, "They have failed to allege that even a single mail-in ballot was fraudulently cast or counted," noting several of the Republicans who brought the lawsuit participated in primary elections under this system without complaint, adding courts should not decide elections when the will of the voters is clear. Rachel Scott, ABC News, Washington.
President-elect Biden reportedly twisted his ankle Saturday while playing with his dog. He was examined by his personal physician on Sunday and was seen limping out of the office. His doctor says Mr. Biden suffered small hairline fractures. The injury will require him to wear a walking boot for several weeks. For the latest election news, head to your local election headquarters online, yourerie.com. City of Erie police are investigating after a 14-year-old boy was shot overnight. According to police, this happened along East 14th Street. A passerby witnessed the shooting and took the victim to UPMC Hammett with non-life-threatening injuries. Police are still investigating. One woman is lucky to be alive after several shots were fired at her car. According to police, this happened overnight along East 10th Street and Hess Avenue. The 32-year-old woman was sitting in her car when the shots were fired, one of which hit her rear window. She didn't suffer any injuries and no shell casings were found, and police continue to investigate. We now have the identity of the body that was found Saturday afternoon floating in the bayfront by the Intermodal Transportation Center on Holland Street. According to the Erie County coroner, the body is 71-year-old Jorge Torres of Erie. The cause of death is an apparent drowning, and there were no signs of any foul play. Torres' family had reported him missing Friday night. And coming up on Jet 24 Action News at 11 o'clock, we'll tell you about the importance of recycling glass and how one local company is working to reduce the community's carbon footprint. That's after a first look at the forecast. Craig.
Complex storm system on